This year's Comic-Con was off the hook. We've seen Marvel's announcements before, but this was something else. From Spider-Man freshman year to 2 freaking Avengers movies in 2025, Feige set us up for 3 whole summers. Now remember how Reddit was blowing up last week about certain title leaks? We'll get into that in a bit. But in this video, we're going to check out Avengers, Black Panther, Phase 5, and Phase 6. Let's dive in. But first, let's quickly recap the leaks before jumping into the good stuff. There's only one place where news travels faster than Twitter: Reddit. Last week, the subreddit r/leaks and rumors began exploding with the apparent leak of 5 Marvel project titles. Someone spilled that Marvel lawyers had filed patents with the European Union Intellectual Property Office, and since it's all available online, we got to know the names of the upcoming projects. The first 3 were Avengers, Secret Wars, Avengers the Kang Dynasty, and Captain America New World Order. And there were 2 other patents for the Multiverse Saga and Thunderbolts. We've seen rumors about the Thunderbolts since last year because a couple of players are already part of the MCU, so that was exciting news for us. Well, to be honest, we expected all of this. If you've been following Feige's interviews closely, he's hinted at a possible Secret Wars event since last year. And now that Comic-Con's over, everything makes sense. Long story short, the patent leak was correct. We are getting all those titles in the coming years, and we're getting so much more, guys. Feige took the stage at Hall H and revealed that with Black Panther 2, Phase 4 is officially over, and Phase 5 and 6 are chock full of amazing projects. Let's get into the good stuff, shall we? And now, folks, the good stuff. We saw Twitter blowing up shortly after Feige announced the next lineup of movies and Disney Plus shows, but it was nothing compared to actually being at Hall H with everyone else. The atmosphere was electric. We got new images, new trailers, and a lot of people had their Secret Wars theory confirmed. Yep, we're getting a Secret Wars event, folks, but that's all the way in 2025. Let's just unpack Marvel's presentation and baby step our way through it. First up, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. The trailer was powerful. Audiences at Comic-Con got a first-hand glimpse of the new Black Panther suit and what they can expect on November 11th. So, T'Challa's family coping with the loss of a son and a king. And we have to highlight Angela Bassett, who's an absolute powerhouse. We already want to nominate her for an Oscar. Her voice feels heavy with loss and pain, and that's going to be a major theme in the movie. But the second half of the trailer focuses on the MCU's version of the Atlanteans, including Tenoch Huerta's debut as Namor Submariner. We've got to say, he looks absolutely badass, and we can't wait to see him go up against some baddies. One thing to note, though, is that the trailer doesn't reveal who the new Black Panther will be. A couple of Twitter users even theorized that Marvel's gonna resurrect Killmonger, and he's gonna be the new Panther. What's the evidence, you ask? Well, the new suit we saw in the trailer had gold detailing, which is Killmonger's color. That's really it, honestly, so we wouldn't put our faith in that theory. But we do think it might come down to either Nakia or Shuri. Guess we'll only find out when it hits theaters on November 11th. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, Phase 4 is officially over. Next is Phase 5. It begins with Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. And guess who Paul Rudd and Evangeline Lilly are going up against? Jonathan Majors' Kang the Conqueror. But it seems like there are going to be less jokes this time around. Those who were at Hall H to witness the trailer firsthand noted that Kang's appearance made the movie more somber than the previous 2. From here on out, we can expect the MCU to become more and more focused on the Secret Wars event. And if you're a comic nerd like us, you know that it was nothing to laugh about, but we'll get to that. For now, let's look at what we can expect from Quantumania when it hits theaters on February 17th, 2023. First, you can totally expect a comic-accurate Kang. The trailer doesn't show it, but the posters do. And boy, does it have us excited, because in addition to Kang's design, the poster also offered a first look at Cassie Lang's superhero costume. We've all been wondering how Scott's daughter will factor into the MCU, and it turns out she's going to be playing Stinger. Her outfit's a nice-looking purple color, and it had everyone losing their minds at Hall H. So the hype is real. And guess what the plotline includes? So get this, Scott's written a book about his adventures as an Avenger, and he's really famous, and he lets the fame get to his head, alienating him from the rest of his family, including Cassie. It's not totally out of character, but it's a bit weird for Scott to act like that, right? But hey, we'll have to see what the movie has in store for us next year. Oh, and did we mention Charlie Cox is returning as Daredevil in 4 MCU projects? Yep, while everyone got hyped for Black Panther and Ant-Man and the Wasp, the reveal of Charlie Cox's Daredevil in She-Hulk's trailer blew the roof off the place. But that's not the only Disney Plus series he's starring in. So get this, Charlie's gonna be in She-Hulk, Echo, Spider-Man Freshman Year, and his own freaking series, Daredevil Born Again. And hey, if you're worried that Born Again is gonna be 6 episodes long like other Disney Plus shows, then don't fret. It's gonna be, wait for it, 18 episodes long. Oh yeah, we're getting a whole lot of Charlie Cox. But when? Well, that's the sad part. Born Again drops on Disney Plus in spring of 2024, so yeah, it's a long wait. But we won't have to wait too long for Echo, Loki, and the Marvels. They're a part of Phase 5, and they're all dropping next year. Echo and Loki's Season 2 drop on Disney Plus in summer 2023, and they'll be followed by The Marvels, which will hit theaters on July 28th. And guess what? Daredevil's coming to our screens in both She-Hulk, which is out this August, and Echo. So we're getting plenty of Charlie Cox sooner than we think. Sadly though, we're not getting an Avengers movie in Phase 5. Okay, so you remember the multiverse saga patent we mentioned. Yeah, we're in it right now. Loki's first season kickstarted the multiverse saga, and it's going to end with not one but 2 Avengers movies in 2025. But that's not Phase 5, that's Phase 6. Confused? We were too. But here's an easy way to think about this. Phase 5 begins with Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, right? It's gonna end with the Thunderbolts. Yep, the MCU's getting its own Suicide Squad, and it's going to end the 5th phase of the MCU. Phase 6 will begin with Fantastic Four on November 8th, 2024, and end with Avengers Secret Wars on November 7th, 2025. Take a breath. We know that's a lot of MCU content to take in all at once. But let's talk about why we're not getting an Avengers film in Phase 5. When speaking with Comic Book, Feige explained that everything boils down to how fast-paced their storytelling has been for the multiverse saga. And you know what? We get it. Nearly every Disney Plus series so far has been between 6 or 9 episodes, and they fly by real quick. The movies have had breakneck pacing too, especially Thor: Love and Thunder. So because of that, the phases tend to be shorter. So ending each phase with an Avengers movie didn't make sense. Remember how vast the Infinity Saga felt. We got maybe 3 MCU movies a year and 1 season of S.H.I.E.L.D. The pacing was slow and deliberate, so ending a phase with an Avengers-level event felt really significant. In order to get the same hype, Feige and co. decided to release 2 Avengers movies back-to-back in 2025, and they're gonna be epic. The first is the Kang Dynasty, and we recommend reading Kurt Busiek's comic book run of the same name. Captain America even calls Kang a jacked-up little tin Hitler, so yeah, it's a solid read. Finally, Phase 6 ends with Secret Wars, and it's a major event that'll change everything. We're not sure if Marvel is going with the 1984 version or the 2015 version, but we can say that you should expect Battleworld to make an appearance, and probably multiple variants of Thor as a peacekeeping unit. Now, it's a multiversal event that happens as a result of the incursions mentioned in Multiverse of Madness. 2 universes end up on a collision course, and the Avengers need to do something about it. Secret Wars ends with Reed Richards and his son Franklin hitting the reset button on the multiverse, and maybe that's why we're getting Fantastic Four before the 2 Avengers movies. Once the father and son hit the reset button, things change forever. And guess what? Marvel still has the D23 presentation in September where they're gonna reveal even more MCU titles, and possibly what to expect after Phase 6. And that's a wrap, folks. Thanks for watching. So what are your thoughts on Marvel's upcoming roster of films and shows? Which one are you excited for the most? Tell us down in the comments. And as always, be sure to smash that like button and subscribe to our channel for more exciting Marvel updates. Till next time.